Alright, hello and welcome. My name is TyrionLanstr. Alright folks, today I'm going to talk about my third sequence in my Rebel Leaders how-to guide. And today we're going to be talking about what to do against the Narrow Sea Raider Rebel Leader. Now, the Narrow Sea Raider is someone who prefers basically the spear type, so the title of this is the Spear Preferred Rebel Leaders. This means that he is, in fact, a cavalry leader himself. So this is for any of the cavalry leaders that you want to use spears against. So, what is my setup for this one? Well, if you go to attack, I'm going to show you. I use Enzo in my front line. Unsurprisingly, I then use Theon as my main damage dealer to his right. I use Sheila behind him as my other damage dealer, and then I use my spear-specific commanders with Julian and Jamie. Now, I'm pretty sure that whether I use Jamie or whether I use Arslan doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but I use Jamie just because Jamie is level 75 and 3-star, whereas my Arslan is just level, I think I have him like level 65. He's not, level 60, nothing special. I think he should be 65, but point being, he is not as strong as my Jamie is. Now, as far as my healer, I've been going with Jean because Jean has been just frankly the strongest against the level 5 leaders. Now, if you're going against a level 4, I would probably swap in Annie. She'll probably do a little bit better for you against a level 4 where you're not going to need to heal Enzo quite as much as against a level 5. Again, all of this is about getting Enzo low and kind of keeping him low, so I've found that Jean works pretty well against level 5. So let's look at some reports to prove this to you. If I go to my mail, I've got a few saved here. We go down to the Narrow Sea Raider, perfect. Okay, so a couple different samples that I want to show. So let's start here. So this is with Jean in, and you can see I do 28% damage here with that same format. Here is where I hit a second time with that same one, and as you can see, it jumps up to 37, just kind of luck of the draw. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. And then this is another hit I do where I use Egbert instead of Jean. It was successful at also getting 28%, but what I found is that my second and subsequent hits typically didn't do as much as the lucky hits per se, where I do use Jean. So basically it gives you the potential upside for that extra damage, whereas just using Egbert never did. As you can see here, this is me using Annie, which as I explained, Annie can also work quite well. The main thing that you need to be aware of is that your second hit really needs to be doing over 33% if you're attacking a level 5. In theory, your first one's going to probably be in the 30s range. Your second hit needs to be closer to that 35, 36, 37 if you want to be able to 3-shot it. As you can see here, with me going back to Jean, I get up to 37%, but there's just a little sliver left because unfortunately I had used Egbert and then Annie, and I didn't go back to Jean until a little bit too late. So what I did more recently, as you can see, I used Jean on each of the 3 here. I start with 29%, then we go to 34, and then finally 35 to finish them off. And you can see I pretty consistently am able to do that type of damage. We get this one, we started at 32, but this one we started at 30, 36, and then 33. So using this formation, I've been very successful being able to 3-shot, which for a level 5 is exactly what we want to do. Now going back over here, I wanted to quickly talk about some of the level 4s. I scroll down here to level 4s. As we can see with the Narrow Sea Raider, if I use Annie, I usually get about 87% of my damage done, which is great, very, very solid, same exact format, but just Annie. 87% probably not going to be one-shotting, but it's definitely very close. And then, as you can see, I swapped in Arslan here, and you can see it's a pretty similar amount of damage, a little bit less, again, because my Arslan's not quite as strong, but just so you guys see that it is a pretty comparable formation. And then here's with me using Jean, and again, Jean actually does better here than my hits with Annie did. But again, the kind of key here is that Jean has kind of got a cap to her. It's hard to get any one-shots, and when I'm attacking with a level 4, I'm really hoping to get that one-shot off. Just for kicks, I'll do a quick shot on a level 4. Let me just switch over to my expedition gear. And I think I need to get my marching animation on too. Let's do that. Okay. And let's try to find a level 4. We'll see if we're able to one-shot it. I have all my buffs on. I'm going to also add a 25% buff just for good measure, just in case we're able to get that 100%. It's always worth it to me. So let's find a level 4 that's nearby. 27 kilometers seems pretty close. Alright, as I double check, 1529 looks right. So let's go ahead and hit it, see how this works. So again, I've got Annie in, I've got Jamie, but you know what, let's go ahead and I'll throw Jean on for the first hit just to show people. So we'll hit with this. Maybe we'll do another one afterwards just to show. Okay, this is live, so this is exactly with what it would be. And let's see how we do. Roll the dice and see how we do on this one. 90%. Okay, so that's pretty good. Like I said, I'm very, very happy with that type of damage. Now, I don't want to make people freak out, but just for the expedition of this video, I'm going to quickly hit this one, in which I use Annie instead, just to show kind of the difference. And then I promise I will clean them up afterwards. I will plan on doing both. Oh, I got to do one more. Okay, and this time again, I'm going to use Annie. And let's see how we do. See if we can get more damage, less damage, see what happens. Again, my general perspective is that Annie has a higher chance of one-shotting. Jean has a higher floor. So it depends what you're going for. In a level 4 where you want a one-shot, see, there you go, 95%. So I did a little more with Annie on that one. Again, my experience has been that with level 5s, Jean is better. Level 4s, Annie is better. So there you go. Got two right next to each other. Very, very close to one-shotting it. If I was going to do a bunch of them, maybe I'd pop the 50% buff, and that might get me close enough. Again, my gear is mostly purple with a couple blue. Maybe if they're all purple, might be able to one-shot it, but a lot of it's kind of up in the air. I'd say probably a weaker Enzo is also going to do well to one-shot it, but hope this was helpful. Hope you learned a thing or two. Good luck with your expeditions against other spear-specific rebel leaders, and I wish you luck, and I'll see you next time.